In the unforgiving heart of the Australian outback, a pregnant kangaroo is fighting for her life. And the life growing inside her, her mate stands helpless. But he's not giving up. If he can't save her, maybe someone else can. The male kangaroo pauses, his instincts battling against logic. Kangaroos are not known to seek out humans. But desperation changes everything. With one last glance at his struggling mate, he bounds away from the fence, leaping through the scrub with purpose. His powerful legs carry him toward the distant sound of an engine humming faintly in the distance. Most animals run from humans, but not this time. This kangaroo is running toward them, hoping for a miracle. Eventually, he spots a car parked by the roadside, dust swirling around its tires. Inside, a woman scrolls through her phone, oblivious to the drama unfolding just beyond the trees. The kangaroo stops a few meters away, standing tall, his chest puffed as he stares directly at her, unblinking. What? Why isn't he running away? He hops closer, cautiously, then stops, glancing back toward where he came from. It's as if he's signaling her to follow. Curiosity outweighs caution. The woman steps out of her car, her shoes crunching on the dry gravel. The kangaroo doesn't flee. Instead, he hops a few steps ahead, pausing to make sure she's following. Her heart races, not from fear, but from the surreal realization that this wild animal is leading her somewhere. After several minutes, she spots it, the glint of barbed wire, the faint, desperate sounds of struggle. Her breath catches. The pregnant kangaroo is still trapped, her energy nearly gone, her mate rushing to her side as if to say, "I've brought help." What she sees will stay with her forever, a mother fighting for her life, a father who refused to give up, and now she's their only hope. Shaking off the shock, the woman pulls out her phone with trembling hands. She dials emergency services, her voice urgent and shaky as she describes the scene. Moments feel like hours. Then, sirens in the distance. An ambulance kicks up dust as it speeds down the dirt road, screeching to a halt near the fence. Paramedics jump out, grabbing medical kits, cutters, and blankets. They're trained to save lives, but rarely under circumstances like this. Get the wire cutters. Careful, we can't cause more damage. The woman steps back, watching as the team surrounds the kangaroo. The male kangaroo stays close, his body tense, protective, but he doesn't interfere. It's as if he knows they're there to help. The paramedics work quickly, snipping the wire bit by bit. Each cut brings a small gasp of relief, but also reveals deeper wounds beneath the fur. Blood trickles down the kangaroo's leg, staining the dirt red. The rescuers move with precision, their hands steady despite the stakes. Just as the last strand of barbed wire falls away, the mother kangaroo lets out a strained, guttural sound. The paramedics freeze. Something's wrong. She's not just injured. She's going into labor. The trauma, the stress, it's triggered early labor. The rescuers didn't just arrive to save one life. Now they have to save two. The team springs into action, laying the mother gently on a blanket. The woman who called for help kneels beside her, tears in her eyes as she watches the paramedics work. The male kangaroo stays close, pacing in tight circles, occasionally pausing to watch with wide, anxious eyes. Minutes feel like an eternity. Then, a small, fragile Joey is born, pink and helpless, squirming weakly in the cold air. The paramedics wrap it in a warm towel immediately, checking its vitals, making sure it's breathing. While one paramedic cares for the newborn, the others return to the mother. They clean her wounds with antiseptic, gently dabbing the torn skin with soft cotton towels. Her chest rises and falls rapidly, but she's holding on, fueled by the same strength that carried her mate across the outback to find help. The male kangaroo edges closer, his nose twitching as he sniffs the bundled Joey. His protective instincts soften into something gentler, a cautious, fragile hope. He couldn't free her, but he saved her, and now his family is whole. After stabilizing both mother and Joey, the paramedics step back, giving the kangaroo family space. The mother slowly rises, wincing but determined. She nuzzles her baby, then turns to her mate. There's no need for words. Their bond is written in every glance, every small movement. With careful steps, the mother begins to hop away, her mate by her side, the tiny Joey nestled safely in her pouch. They pause once, just for a moment, turning back to look at the humans who changed their fate. No words, just a look. A silent thank you from a family that will live to see another day. The woman wipes away a tear. The paramedics exchanged quiet smiles. They didn't just save lives, they became part of a story they'll never forget. In the wild, survival is a constant struggle. But sometimes, survival isn't just about strength. Sometimes it's about hope and the courage to ask for help.